What is up, my good peeps? It's your boy, Eddie from Cali here. And today, I'm gonna make you guys a story time video. I'm gonna tell you a story about the time that I peed in church. So, in order to get to the church from my preschool, you have to get out of the building, go through the parking lot, and like next to the parking lot is the church. And the church was the property of our preschool, but I mean it's open to the public as well. So it was towards the end of preschool year, graduating with my 1 year diploma, and we were rehearsing for a song that we could, sing to our parents. And everybody knows that I was singing with my angel voice. Have that Shawn Mendes voice, got that Ariana Grande voice, Not Ariana Grande. Never mind. So yeah, so one day, we were rehearsing and I wanted to go to the restroom. So I asked my teacher if I could go to the restroom. And the rehearsal was after lunch, after recess. And you know how teachers are, that they don't let you go to the restroom after lunch or recess. So obviously they said no. So I'm like, alright, I could hold it a little bit longer. A few minutes passed, I asked again, can I go to the restroom? And they said no. I'm like, alright, I could hold it for a little bit longer, rehearsal's almost over. I could hold it for a little longer. The third time I asked, it was a huge emergency. I thought I could last till, the end of rehearsal, hold it in, but I couldn't. It was a big emergency, I asked for a teacher to go to the restroom. Don't risk them peeing in the classroom. In my case, I peed in the church. Anyways, back to the story. So, I was shaking, doing that party dance, like that shake, like shaking bacon. And, I told her it was an emergency, so, but it was towards the end of rehearsal. And even though if she let me go to the restroom, I don't think I could make it to the restroom. So what I did is that I embraced myself. Took a deep breath and let it all out. I let it all out. But the teacher couldn't see the pee because I was wearing a cap and gown. So the gown goes all the way to my feet. You can't really see the pee going down my leg, my shorts, going down my leg, And, rehearsal was over right after I peed. Then we left to our classroom, right? We took off our cap and gown, Mine, surprisingly, did not get wet. But the teachers found out that someone peed there. Obviously, there's like a huge puddle there. So yeah, you could see like a yellow puddle there, so it was pretty obvious, and the floor was white. So the teachers then, for some reason, wanted to do a pool party or a water balloon fight party type of thing. We always used to have that every now and then, but not during rehearsal days. So it was pretty odd, and I think the reason why they did that because to find out who peed themselves, In order to go to that little area that we always, water fights, water balloon fight, pool party. I go out of the building, right? In front of the building, there's a playground. Behind the playground, there's a little spot where we do the water balloon fight. And the teacher was right there, next to the fence, next to the gate, with the chair sitting down and checking people if they were wet down there, you know. I was the last one in that line. So I mean, I had time for it to, you know, get dry, right? But the closer I get to the teacher, the more nervous I get. You know, I was trying everything to get it dry. You know, like moving around or like trying to, I don't know, dry it off with my hand, you know. Let me tell you something. It did not work. It did not work. So, you know, the teacher right there sitting down, checking the students' crotches, you know. So, I mean, come on. That's sexual harassment. Am I? So, I think that should be sexual harassment. I mean, checking little kids' little thingies. But anyway, back to the story. I was last in line, you know, the kid in front of me already had passed, and I was next. The teacher comes and checks, and you know, I didn't get to participate in the water balloon fight because I peed in the church. Oh my goodness. What I don't get is that I should be the one that should go to the water balloon fight so that the pee could like just get off my pants, right? That's what I thought. But you know, the teacher didn't. And you know, later on that day, they called my parents saying that I peed in church. They called my fam to say that I peed in church while rehearsing a song that I should perform in the graduation. But luckily, my fam, you know, shout out fam, they chill, you know, and they didn't get mad, you know. They actually got mad at the teachers because they didn't let me go to the restroom. So basically, I'm just saying, I think y'all teachers need to chill on not letting your students go to the restroom and do their business, you know, do their business. Teachers, just let your students, you know, do their business when they had to, you know. So, even though they've come from lunch, you know, even you guys have had that time, like at lunch you don't have to go to the restroom, but 5 minutes into class you do. I mean, you teachers already, you know, you've experienced that before too. And you know, just let your students go to the restroom. You know, don't let them pee themselves and embarrass themselves in front of their peers. I mean, that happened twice. I mean, the church and some other time. But I'll tell that story some other time. Alright, this has been your boy, Eddie from Cali, telling you a story, an embarrassing one. And you know, my suffering is your guys' entertainment. So, yeah. Please like, subscribe, hit that little notification button that's next to the subscribe button. And peace! No. And peace.